Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Happy Monday, another week's gone by. We are in the second week of April. This year is zooming. We're going to be in Christmas soon. And yeah. So, what have I got in store today? We're going to talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter is in the news again. It's in the news again. And we're going to talk about this from a branding perspective. Okay? So here is a little report. Let me cue, please. See if I got this right. Excellent. Okay. Let's just, as you can see here, Fox News reported with John Scott, Black Lives Matters, and the $6 million California house is under investigation. So let's take a look.
Matter organization has just over a month to file required IRS financial reports for 2021. This as questions continue over the group's funding and how it's been spent. Senior national correspondent William LaJeunesse takes a look.
Well, any nonprofit is required every year to submit detailed financial reports, what it raises, where the money goes, and that's what this is about. Black Lives Matter claims it raised $90 million in 2020, but documents filed for that year showed zero coming in, zero going out. Then California temporarily banned BLM from soliciting or distributing charity funds because it failed to file financial reports for 2021. Prompting a charity watchdog group to say this, quote, "The total lack of transparency and accountability at BLM is alarming. It's incumbent on the Attorney General to launch a full investigation of BLM's finances and governance." BLM filed an extension for 21 and now has until May 15th to submit the required IRS forms, detailing, again, how donor money is spent and where it came from. A recent New York Magazine story reported that an associate of BLM founder Patrisse Cullors bought this mansion in Los Angeles for $5.8 million, then gifted it, records show, days later to a Delaware corporation, hiding the real buyer, which was BLM, which
Okay, I stopped it right there because that's enough. That's enough. Okay. I'm all for the nonprofit BLM in regards to helping Black lives, helping Black people, helping improve the Black brand, if you want to call it that. Yet, I believe when people get money and they don't know how to manage it, they make the wrong decision, like here. Am I defending Black Lives Matter leaders? No. What I am doing is raising a point that when a nonprofit creates itself, it creates that is the birthing of a brand. A brand is a non-tangible asset, yet it is still a brand. That's number one. Number two, as a brand, there's a responsibility to this nonprofit to be transparent, to be leave their books open, because you are taking monies from people who are donating with the intention that it's going to improve. So, Black Lives Matter, that's a lot of money. I believe what he say, 10 million, I mean, it's a lot. I didn't write down the specific number, but that is a lot of money that the organization received, and that money can do a lot of good. Yet, I believe what has happened is the money came so fast, and the mismanagement of the monies happened due to the fact the right people were not put in place to make sure that the logistics of the monies went the way it's supposed to. With everything, there is some type of logistics that needs to happen, whether it be the logistics of money, logistics of supplies, logistics of labor, whatever the case may be, there needs to be a system in place. And that system impacts the brand. A brand is not just what we see in aesthetics. What we are looking at most of the time when people come out here with their brands, they've got this idea that if they put on the right clothing, if they've got the right hair, if they have the right logo, if they have the right speech, if they have the right connections, that makes the brand. But you forget the brand encompasses what's behind the scene as well, because all of those things, which we call touch points of the brand, those things impact the brand as well. So money impacts the brand. And if the money is not spent correctly, if the money is not managed correctly, if the logistics of the monies is not properly established and set up in accordance to financial procedures, well, guess what? Fox News, YouTubers, and anybody else will jump on it and make that story. And that's what's happened here. What we're looking at here is a leader who had good intentions, I would like to believe, although there has been some skewing, and I believe it's because this individual did not understand the full steps necessary to ensure that all the back end was taken care of and handled as it's supposed to be. And therefore, you've got this situation right here, which is not a good situation. Let's look a little bit finish.
Email show tried to kill the magazine's story. Colors, a self-described Marxist, resigned from BLM last year after being called out for buying several homes. The new mansion in LA, says BLM, will serve as a studio for members. Nonprofit experts, however, say it's important BLM not commingle funds targeted for improving Black lives with personal interests, a question raised last year by activists.
We're also asking for an IRS investigation because people donated, and we have a right to find out where our money was spent.
No response from Colors. BLM says published reports, however, are wrong but provided no proof. Congressman Darrell Issa is calling for an IRS investigation for what he calls a possible misappropriation of charitable funds. In Los Angeles, William Lajeunesse, Fox News.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
All right, so here we go. I was sitting here talking on the microphone and I wasn't even on. A lot of information right there, a lot of good information right there. Unfortunately, it is disappointing to watch this. It's disappointing to me not because I'm such a big fan of Black Lives Matter. What's disappointing is you have an organization, nonprofit, with good intentions, has the ability to make great, what's I want to call it, great changes in the communities of Black people. Unfortunately, now the brand is being tainted with news stories. And where is the communications manager at BLM? Where are you? Why are you not taking the reins and getting in front of this conversation and allowing the media to drag you? I don't understand that. I'm curious. I'm going to go over to the Black Lives Matter website. Let's see. I'm curious if their website has any. Okay. All right. This is .com. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at, and let's screen share. So when I typed in blacklivesmatter.com, I got this. So I'm going to try another website. Let's see. Black Lives Matter website. All right, so here it is. Let's click. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that didn't show up before. So we do have some news going on, and I believe this is their blog. Yet I do not see anything regarding what's going on in the news. This was April 5th, Collective Imagination, The Art of Healing, Part 3 webinar. Black Lives Matter released a statement on Biden's 2022 budget. That was on March 28, 2022, where they say Black Lives Matter today released a statement blasting President Joe Biden's budget, which increased funding for police to $30 million. Oh, man. I'm not even going to read anymore. Stop. Okay. The communications manager needs to step up to the plate and squash what's in the news ASAP. You've got a platform to protect. You've got a blog here, and you have not addressed what's going on in the news. You have not addressed what's going on with these homes in a open manner. You're a nonprofit. As a nonprofit, transparency is essential. It is a part of your brand equity. You've got to get this under control ASAP now. Like, you can't wait another day. There should be, if nothing else, Black Lives Matter, you should be controlling your narrative. Not Fox News, not Roland Martin, not ABC, NBC, or CBS. You should be controlling your narrative. In today's new media environment with digital media, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, you've got blogs, you've got all access to media. You should be in front of every story. If anybody comes at you, you should be stepping in front of every story. You've got the budget, make it happen. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that I'm on your website and I don't see you defending yourself. You've got the funds to do it. You've got the funds. Let me go over here to your YouTube channel. I'm curious. What's your YouTube channel talking about? Again, your YouTube channel is not addressing anything in the news in regards to your narrative. You are a highly profiled nonprofit. A brand, and just because you're a big brand, I believe you're taking advantage of the fact that you believe you are untouchable. You got to fix this, Black Lives Matter. You got to fix this. I'm a big fan, but I'm going to tell you, you're letting mass media control your narrative, and that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing, especially in today's time and era. You got to have a communications manager that needs to be front and center ASAP. You got the budget, figure it out and get them in there. All right, everybody. I'm done with this conversation. I hope somebody sends this to the Black Lives Matter organization, because I'm telling you, this is a good thing turning sour, and it is tarnishing your brand. Forget about Will Smith and Jada. Please move on. All right, folks. I'm out.
Bye.